Okay, we're back. Wayne's just about funded a coach for us, and we've arrived in Leyton Orient. It's time for the replay. Okay, welcome back everybody. So as promised, I've played through the last few games and we're here on Wednesday night, 8 o'clock in the capital, playing Leyton Orient in our replay. As you can see, we're not the only ones with a replay going on, so there's quite a few teams that have still got to finalise a game. In the draw for the next round, the winner of this tie will take on Southend, and it's away as well. So they're a League Two team. They went up obviously last season in the playoffs, so again, a bigger team than us, so reasonable. I'm excited to see the financial impact of this game and see what that does for us. From our perspective, you know, the game against Leyton Orient in the first round previously gave us some money. It gave us some reasonable gate receipts as well. So actually, it's meant that we've come out of debt for the time being, which is good. Will it mean that carries on if we get a reasonable income here? Hopefully. You know, it will kick us out of that debt, that's for sure, anyway. And in terms of the games whilst you've been away, where were we? Yeah, we won at home against Blythe, then we drew away at Oldham, and then I rotated quite heavily for Hartlepool because some of the lads are knackered. And happily, we won 4-1. So the lads have been rested. I'm going to go first team again here and see how we do, you know. Give ourselves benefit of the doubt. We've played well against these before, so there's no reason why we can't do that again. Let's make sure that the bench is loaded properly, and then we're going to make our changes. So Ranel's going to come back in. He had a break last week. Ellis is going to come back in and sit for me in that deep line playmaker role. Ben's going to come back in. Wardy's going to take over from Matthews there. And I think we're pretty much good to go there then. Left back, yeah, he's still injured. That's fine. Connor's going to sit on the bench, and we've got quite a strong bench. You know, I'm fairly pleased with that. You know, the likes of John and Agimang, they're all starting to struggle now under the weight of the number of games we're having to play. This is the problem we had last season. But, you know, let's just focus on tonight. Tonight's the FA Cup. It's under the floodlights. Let's try and have a good time. Hopefully they'll enjoy the occasion for the boys and stuff. So, for some, this will be the highest they've ever played. So that's fantastic. It's certainly it'd be the highest I've ever played. That's for sure. If I was getting my boots on. So, what a great achievement in itself. So let's see what they can do. You know, they did fantastic back at the Tameside Stadium. Let's see what they can do down here. As we take on, and it was, by the way, Andre Dazelle. Just saying, not you know, I know I'm old, but the reference was right. Let's see how we get on. My end is the boy that caused us all the trouble a couple of weeks ago. I'm sure you remember their centre forward, so he's one to watch for sure from their perspective. We've got goals all over the field. It's just whether we can take advantage of the chances we create. As Tavares fires one in the side netting, superb goal after 30 seconds. What a fantastic finish and what a great start. Alan sets him free on the left-hand side there, and his pace just carries him forwards, cuts inside, centre half is stood still and just passes it into that far side. Even the physios over the far side have a great time watching that one. Beautiful goal. Beautiful goal. Very early though. Never really a big fan of scoring early. Well, there we go. Umer equalises for Leyton Orient after 3 minutes, so we're back on even Stevens, but, you know, it's going to be an exciting game. I can see that from the very, very get-go, so let's hope this continues, but hopefully we'll just score one more than they do. Not many people have travelled down from Curzon, as you can see. Can't blame them. It's a long way to come. Although it is the FA Cup, but it is a long way for him to travel. Wayne obviously wouldn't have provided free transport, because why would he? You know, I'm not bitter, by the way, about Wayne. I mean, I am a little bit. In the gap, by the way, Fleetwood came and said, you know, we'd have loved to have taken you, but we can't get the club to agree a reasonable figure for your compensation. Oh, that's bobbins, Billy. Why have we done that there? You had all the time in the world there. If you're struggling, just hook it. That through ball there. On that touch there, he wins that ball. Hook. No. Quality at this level, I'm afraid. Yeah, Harvey's furious with him. Yeah, Fleetwood. So Fleetwood came to me and said, look, we can't get Wayne to agree a reasonable compensation package for you. So unless there's another way, meaning unless I'm willing to quit, they're going to have to consider other options. So it's really disappointing. Fleetwood are a League One team, so it shows that our stock is certainly rising. I'm not going to just quit. Was he not offside there, Liner? Liner! Yes, he was. So let's all just calm down. Yeah, it shows our stock's rising, but I'm not just going to quit. I'm not going to leave the job. I wouldn't do that. I'd like to think that Wayne would be reasonable, but clearly he's not being, and that just means that we'll see out this season and see how it looks in the off-season, because the challenge, like I've said numerous times now, is going to be that the lads that we've got are not going to renew their contracts with the money that I've got available to pay them. So that's going to be a problem for Curzon. So we'll see how that goes. But there we go. Let's focus on the game, though. Rio's on the wide right. He's boxed it. Is that not a penalty, ref? There's a trip there, surely. Have a word. Ellis looking to dictate play against, clipped it for Tavares, nodded across. Josh is there. You'd have backed him, wouldn't you? You'd have backed him, but he's put it high and wide into the stand. Goffey boxes. No, can you get hold of it and do something for me? You cost us their goal. That's unlucky, That's unlucky. Centre half having a shot. You don't expect that kind of quality, but it's a lovely strike. There's Leighton Owen on the attack again. Harvey does well, though, this time. Palms it over the bar. Starts to control his box a little bit more for us. Andre Dezel for that with their corner. Looks like quite a full ground. It's a good save. Can we take that? Oh, it's gone over. That's okay. That's okay. I'm not disappointed with what they've done so far, in fairness. Again, we're dominating possession. We've had an even amount of XG. If we'd have taken the extra chance that we've had with Josh there, then, again, we're drawing, and we're drawing down here. But we haven't, and that's where we are. So let's see how the rest of the game pans out. As Lomax has run right the way through our team there. Luckily, he's fired wide. I might look to go a little bit more balanced in the second half. And try and just get on the ball a little bit more, see what we can create, but not overcommit. Billy Goff, I think you might get hooked at half-time, son. That is not a good ball, and it's put us right under pressure. And your man has come in on that far side. That's literally all you, that Bill. That is all you. You give that ball away, and then not only do you give it away, you allow the forward to come over the back of you and score. He's not even watching. No, he's getting dragged, I'm afraid. He's getting dragged at half-time. So, yeah, we'll go a little bit more balanced. Yeah, I'm frustrated too, son. Tactics, where are we? So, do we put Jack on? It's not ideal. It's not ideal, but he is going to go on because Billy doesn't deserve to stay on that pitch, to be honest. We're going to say we have to be better. We simply have to be better in the second half. Anxious, I don't really understand why, but nonetheless, let's just dial it back to balanced. Let's get Addis on there. He has a little bit more quality in terms of his time on the ball, and we'll move forwards to try and control the middle of the park. And let's see what we can do. No one would back us coming down here. It's 3-1. You can argue it shouldn't really be 3-1. But we are where we are. So let's see what we can do second half. As they get an early opportunity to work the ball into our box. We've not really dealt with it very well. Harvey pulls off a wonder save there. Worrying signs for me for this one, I'm afraid. It doesn't look good. Cleared away by Addis. Can we get hold of it? Can we? We're forcing him back, which is good. John's won that ball against all the odds, to be fair. Well done. See, look, still the lion's share of the ball. Although the highlights aren't showing that, are they? And that kind of says enough. Can we look after this now and play short and just have a little bit of time on the ball? Worked into John's feet, working with Tavares and back. Here's the young boy Jack. All we want him to do is literally just take care of that ball. Doesn't have to do anything spectacular. Again, it's just a sloppy ball. Look after the thing. Can we play? Good. Yeah. Nicely worked. Good triangles. Good. Let's go inside now and open up. John. Oh! Is that not over the line, referee? Check the watch. Hard lines. Hard lines. They don't like that demand more shout. The boys, they're not particularly a fan of that. But I do need more. When we get to sort of 70 minutes, I'm probably going to make some changes based on legs. You know, we've got the league campaign to consider and we're 3-1 down and we're a long way from home. So I'm probably going to make some changes now purely and simply based on legs to get the lads off the pitch that need the time off the pitch for recovery, really. So we'll do that now. We'll make those. I can't make that final one. Okay, we'll make those changes that we've done there. Get those lads out. They can have an experience of playing at Roots Hall. Is it Roots Hall? It certainly used to be Roots Hall for Southend. And we will look after the boys for the next league game. I know that sounds defeatist, but that's just the reality of it, isn't it? We're 3-1 down with 15 minutes to go. I'm not going to go gung-ho and attempt to win this and jeopardise what we're trying to build in the National League. We've done what we tried to do here and represented ourselves well. Jean-Paul Clee goes through, but he doesn't find the target. Keeper has a little bit of a fit there and manages to get back hold of the ball. Again, though, you know, look at this. We're holding on to it well. The lads have done what they were asked to do in that second half. We just haven't really taken our chances. Ranel could have done better there as we've given that ball away. Bite. Unlucky. Orient are on the ball. Boxed. Hard lines. Okay. Look, it's going to be what it's going to be. I think from our perspective, we've equipped ourselves well. And, you know, it's certainly not been a bad show from a team in the National League to hold Leyton Orient in League One and then travel down here and give them a game. And we have given them a game. We've just not finished the opportunities that we created. Great stuff. Bodes well. Got to be positive. You win or you learn. Get old. Good. Still 8 minutes to go, and there's a lot of highlights in this game for us. Ronaldo, can you do something different this time? Good. Ooh, that was a bit of a... Yeah, he didn't like that one. Boxed, though. Jean-Paul Cleese there. He's hit the bar. So we've hit the bar twice. Abyss, back to Bawdy. Okay, no one will, and that'll end the highlight. You know, look at that. 66% possession, 1.3 XG to their 1.57. There's nothing to be ashamed of here. Absolutely nothing. Really, really good. Really good. I'm proud of the boys there. I am really proud of the boys there. They're gonna get told that. I don't know if they like it. They do like it. You know, they've done nothing wrong there whatsoever. We've just, you know, we've come up against a better team, and there were a couple of individual mistakes where we've not won our individual battles, and that's caused us problems. But that is what it is. Let's have a look and see if it makes any difference financially for us. There we go. Look at that. That's a nice little boost, isn't it? That's a nice boost. Gate receipts this month, whopping. So really, really good. Really good. And the FA Cup, we've had some money coming. I think we'll probably get a little bit more, will we? Will we? Not entirely sure. There you go. No, we got $3,000. So not huge. But the gate receipts have done exactly what we need them to do. And you can see, this is the message I'm getting every week now. So our centre forward, our 3 midfielders, our 2 centre halves, and our right winger are knackered, right? And they need a rest. But they need a prolonged rest. And I can't really give them a prolonged rest. We've got games coming out of the yin-yang. We're away at Yeovil in a couple of days. Then we've got a week, so I might give them 2 days off in that week there before we play Torquay and hope for the best. But we're entering a busy December. Well, that's the woes of the National League. Look, thank you very much for watching. I'll come back to you probably towards the end of December or as we enter January. Unless something crazy happens, you'll see me in the new year then, and we will pick up with where we're up to and the journey that we're on. We're sat first in the National League. It's very, very tight. We're there on goal difference only, although we do have that game in hand against Halifax. So let's see what we can do there. If we can hold our own in this position, then we'll have done tremendously well, particularly as we get into the new year, given how tired we all are. Thank you very much for watching. Do feel free to drop a like and do all the subscribing stuff that I'm supposed to ask you to do. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.